Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Celebrating the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's now 3rd down.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Number 34.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 30.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Mecole Hardman. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 right at the 30. Slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
At the 5-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Jacobs. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. He is picking up. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
He's brought down.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And Elliott then has it. It's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball carried by number 34.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by 1-3. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, You're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Five yards remain on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
49-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Kansas City.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
It's a
good pickup there of 20 yards. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was,
and the Raiders have got him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
The kicker on.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Hardman on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And we'll get there and pick it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now a handoff here to his running back. Taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they give this time to the tailback. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
This is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Chiefs, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Hardman on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
On downs.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mahomes to throw once more. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 20! And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. Sending his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
For 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Mahomes, he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
2nd down and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to intercept it a 3rd time. Picked up by Ron Thornhill.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And again it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
At the 27-yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
48-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Today's final score.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.